Hey there guys, and welcome back to another Alan's Collection review. Today we have for you 3 of Shredder's minions. We're talking about the ultimate foot soldier from the NECA Toon line. Let's get ready for this awesome review. Okay guys, this is the NECA Ultimate Foot Soldier. So let's begin. Alright guys, let's begin this review. Let's start by checking the outer box. And as you can see, this is an ultimate NECA foot soldier. And of course, ultimates bring the same style of box, which is a flat box. It's like a book. You can open it like that. And we have some information here, of course, on the back, and some pictures and artwork here on the back. And of course, the information, general information about the foot soldiers, the character, and about the figure itself here. And as I was saying, this is an ultimate style of box. You will see this kind of box with Usagi or Himbo, with Mondo Gecko. The ones that come individually will come in a flat box like this. And of course, when you open the box, you will see another picture, very detailed picture, very big picture of the Alpha 1 foot soldier and 2 minions on the back. And we have the window box where you can basically see all of the accessories, and it's looking really neat. So here we have the foot soldier out of the box in his blister box, and you can appreciate the accessories even better. You can see the sword, you can see the fan, the extra 2 heads, all of the accessories that we will be talking about later on. I want to point out that there are 2 blister packs here. As it is an ultimate, of course, it brings a lot of accessories. So guys, here we have the ultimate NECA foot soldier, and the first thing I can say about this figure is that it's looking really great. The paint applications, which is the first thing that you notice in the figure, are really well done, really good, and different from other ultimate figures or other NECA TMNT Toon line figures. I can notice that the painting is not wearing off that easily in this figure. Perhaps because it's the tones are a bit darker. We get the usual cell shading as other figures, as you can see here, the different tones, completely different tones. Dark purple and a lighter purple, as you can see in the head sculpt here. And it is amazing to see the head sculpt wrinkled and really resembling really well the face of a foot soldier. Of course, these are not humans, these are robotic beings. You can see also the lines here, the dark black painted lines in this part of his uniform. And of course, as foot soldiers are a nod to the hand ninjas in Daredevil, you can see a likeness in the uniform of a ninja. Certainly in the boots or the shoes, certainly in the obi belt. That's how you call that type of belt for that type of uniform. And of course, all the gray armor attached, light gray armor attached to his arms. when we analyze the articulation of this figure, it is not highly articulated, but there is some mobility that you can do with this figure. For example, the foot soldier's head sculpt. You can move it around like this or like that. You can't exactly move it so much to the left and so much to the right. You have a limited mobility here. You can move it up or not so much down. You can actually move it up but not really down. It stops this way. The arms are not very movable. It is quite difficult to move them. They are quite stiff. Certainly you can't move it upwards like that. You have to do this to move it up. You can move the legs, kind of are able to move the legs, except that you cannot move them fully up, all the way up, because you have the foot soldier skirt. Not much mobility backwards. You don't have a you do have a double joint here, so you can move your knee at some extent. You're not moving it straightwards. The leg you cannot move. You can only move it straightwards. Actually, you cannot move it straightwards. You have to move it sideways. And I like these boots, ninja style boots. Really cool. They look like Universal Monster Mikey, the mummy. A bit like the mummy Mikey from Universal Monsters line. So that it's not that highly articulated, but you still can do quite a few things with your figure, as you can see. So now that we have reviewed this foot soldier, let's move on to review the accessories. So here we have the accessories, guys. We have the alternate head sculpt, which is the Alpha 1 head. We have an alternate head sculpt with a different colored foot print on the forehead. We have the fan, which sends some circular rays to attack the foot soldier's opponents. We have a nicely sculpted sword here. We have an officer security guard hat here, which is a nod to the original episode where the foot soldiers were seen in many numbers wearing those hats. We of course have the classic communicator that this seems to come with a lot of figures. We have a small pistol here that the foot soldiers can wear. We have a mutagen canister here, with cell shading, 2 types of painting applications. We have another cool sword. It looks like Leo's, but is used by the foot soldiers as well. We had another blaster here. Beautiful colors. Some light blue here with dark blue over here, with a little bit of yellow there, and of course gray parts there. And we have of course the ninja stars here, the shuriken stars, 1 orange and 1 gray. So here we have them, guys, the second part of the accessories. And first we have this cool looking spear here for the foot soldier to fight off the ninjas, the turtle ninjas, or throw them this spear. So that's the spear. You have this almost closed fist for the foot soldier to hold the spear. Then we have this absolutely beautiful looking rifle. Now you have here the foot soldier really menacing with that awesome purple dark grey blaster. And it's not that difficult to pose. as the figure is quite stiff, it will hold really nicely in your collection. The colors of this rifle really relate very nicely with the figure. They are almost the same colors. Then we have this small blaster. Also looks very sophisticated. And we have this long rifle, or long blaster if you will. And this long blaster looks like it can also throw cosmic rays. And here we have the interchangeable hands here, quite a few, starting with the chopping hands. We have a couple of relaxed hands here, or open hands. Then we have the couple of trigger hands, where you can obviously place your blaster into the trigger hand, like that. And there you have it. You can place your foot soldier like this, and then you have your finger on the trigger like this. Absolutely wonderful. Then we have another gripping hand. So it's a cool thing that you have different interchangeable hands for different weapons. And then we have the almost completely closed fists, but not quite. These are for holding the staff like that. There you go. NECA has thought every detail about every detail. For every weapon you have an interchangeable hand like this. Absolutely wonderful. You do have the hands that come with the foot soldier, which are completely closed fists, as you can see it here, just to punch the turtle ninjas or punch the enemies. Pa! Pa! Here's the foot soldier with the small blaster, looking really cool. And of course we have used the finger trigger hand. You can see it very nicely. Looking really menacing with the small blaster here. And of course, if you want to recreate the episode where a lot of foot soldiers dressed as security guards, you can do so by placing the hat like that. It's really simple. It's already shaped to fit your foot soldier. So here we have the alpha foot soldier, ready to lead his troops. The rest of the foot soldiers, and as we saw in the series, ready to stand up to Krang and Shredder himself. Here's alpha foot soldier, sending mental communication to other foot soldiers. Or he's just angry that his plans didn't go accordingly. So here's our foot soldier about to throw the shuriken star. And here I have placed the alternate head. Now you've noticed that I've only used the left hand for displaying the weapons as I showed you so far. Is because this I've tried so hard. I've tried so much to get this fist out, but it's just too stiff. It just won't come out, and I just don't want to scratch the painting more. So after a long time of trying, I managed to get the fist out, but as you can see here, a lot of painting was scratched off, ward off. So I wouldn't recommend forcing your figure too much if it's too stiff. Look at the mess that I made here. A lot of painting wore off, unfortunately, That's the only way I could get the fist out. These robotic evil enemies of the TMNT appear all the way back to the beginnings of the 1987 series. And of course, as being robots, they are able to produce a great many quantity of foot soldiers. They're sometimes very clumsy, and Shredder and Krang, they get a bit annoyed of how clumsy, of how useless sometimes these foot soldiers are. We saw that incredible episode in season 4 where the Alpha 1 foot soldier was created, that he decided to create with the help of Krang a new type of foot soldier, an enhanced foot soldier, and they created the Alpha 1, which really came out badly because instead of helping them, they turned against them, sending them away to Dimension X. We have seen since 1987 many stories with these foot soldiers, always appearing in almost every episode. You surely must get more than one right now. I sacrifice the poor Mousers to have more foot soldiers, so I can tell you they are worth it. Well guys, thank you very much for watching this review of the Ultimate Foot Soldier from the NECA TMNT Toon line series. I have very much enjoyed reviewing this cool figure, and I'll see you next on another review of Alan's collection.